On Hulu, I watched Blank Check from 1994. Never seen this, but I vividly recall the promotion for this. You know, seeing this kid, he gets $1 million. He's going around basically like what looks like Sears electronics section, looking at all these TVs, about how engrossed he is with all these TVs. How he even had like a matrix array of televisions, giving him 1990s high definition in a sense. You've seen that kind of stuff. I played Donkey Kong on a display like that in late 94 at Best Buy. So anyways, in Blank Check, this kid, Brian Bonsall, I think is his name, he was Worf's son in Star Trek Next Generation. And he is, oh, and there's people that way. Where am I gonna go? So he's the lead kid here, and he's a bit soft-spoken for a lead kid in a Disney movie, and that's a little frustrating. It's hard to make out all of what he's saying. He doesn't seem too interested in the script, maybe. Well, everybody around him has money. His older brothers have some kind of business they put together. They can buy stuff. He can't do anything. His dad doesn't respect him for not making money. The kid's like 10 years old. It's like, chill, you know? I mean, what do you expect him to do? He goes to this park. It's not called Disneyland. And all the kids there have these tokens to get on rides. I haven't personally been to a park of this size where it took tokens to get on different rides. So you had to go on the kiddier rides because they were cheaper, less tokens. And the music that plays is abysmal. The stock 90s kid movie go have fun music plays early in this movie. The music improves later on, but I'm just saying a warning right here. Well, we also have this guy, Miguel Ferrer. Remember, he was RoboCop's surrogate dad. Well, he died recently, and in part for that, I thought I would check this movie out. What am I gonna do here? There's people closing in on me, man. So, he's a thief. He's robbed some place of $1 million. He had it stashed. I guess he broke out of jail, gives it to this banker, and he's supposed to help him launder the money. He's going to give it to Tone Loc. His character's name is Juice. And so he's looking for this guy, Juice. Well, the kid is out by the bank. He wanted to set up a savings account. Runs into Karen Duffy. I don't know why, but there's like brochures about who you're going to have as your bank teller. I've never seen this. So he wants her to set up the bank account, but he didn't have the $200 needed. On the way out, his bike gets ran over by Miguel Ferrer, who is leaving the place. Oh, and he just got some temporary checks. Ta-da! Well, he's writing the kid a check, leaves it blank because the police are approaching, heads off in his Jaguar, and then we have our blank check. Oh, hey, title of the movie. So with the check blank, the kid rings it up for $1 million because there's $1 million in the account. And with that $1 million, he buys quite a lot. They even mentioned in the movie that $1 million doesn't go as far as it used to. Well, he gets a freaking castle that was on the market for $150,000 that he sort of accidentally bids up to $300K. Now the size of this, and given the location, I have to say that he stole this. I mean, this would be at least $1 million today, especially in California. And I have to wonder if this is the house that you saw at the end of Daddy's Home. I'm not really sure about that. So, as he's going around buying things, he gets a limo driver to chauffeur him around, and that becomes kind of like his main buddy in the movie. And he also mentions to the kid, hey, when your money's out, you don't know who your friends are going to be still, right? And so you kind of get this idea that maybe he dips out because the kid goes dry on money later. The kid's buying up everything he can. Virtual reality, the matrix display of TVs, all the gadgets he could want, go-karts, those Velcro jumpsuits that you'd like jump on the bouncy house, stick to the Velcro, and then that was fun for all of a minute. And you're going through this montage of stuff. Meanwhile, his parents just kind of believe this lie that he's working for this guy Macintosh, who he says has all the money. Actually turns out to be a shrewd move to not have the money in his own name, because eventually the cops come looking, including Karen Duffy, who's FBI, and she's there, realizes that there's something fishy about with the whole circumstance. The Miguel Ferrer character, Macintosh, all this stuff. She's basically showing some interest in the kid in a kind of creepy fashion. And maybe that's why you don't see much about this movie anymore. Because at the time, early mid-90s, it's like cute for the little kid to be hitting on the attractive gal. But nowadays, now that we have all these girls, all these teachers shacking up with their guy students in middle school and high school, now that's shied upon because it was in the news, you know, so that changes the cultural perspective. And that's why you don't really see much about this. I'm even surprised it was available for streaming. I'm surprised it didn't go like Song of the South style. So our kid, let's see, where are we at here? I might be able to go this way without anybody interfering. Our kid's got all of his money depleted, but Tone Loc, Miguel Ferrer, and the banker are coming down on him. They interrupt this party he was throwing for Macintosh and himself. Karen Duffy's there, and eventually he has to use all the stuff he spent money on to foil the guy. So it's like rich kids Home Alone. And he does this, you know, he gets them put in the cage balls kind of stuff, wheels them down, slides, and push them around with the go-kart. Then Karen Duffy shows up, arrests them, and all's good as far as that's concerned. Of course, the kid lost all the money, but since this Macintosh split or never existed, he really avoids arrest. So he actually played the long con well there, probably by accident. Now, like I said, this movie isn't one that you see much of. You know, maybe you guys recall it from back when you were a kid. How does it age? Well, you know, you're just kind of looking and thinking, what could $1 million get you back then? And what would kids spend it on today? The virtuality stuff has kind of come back around. So you could kind of see a kid buying virtuality. Are go-karts still big? I don't know. I think water slides, I think kids are into that. But this isn't the worst kids movie. It's far from the best. I give Blank Check 2 out of 4 stars.